Welcome back, everyone. We have an update from Regen BioPharma Inc. It trades on the OTC Pink sheets under the symbol RGBP. Today, we have David Koos on speakerphone and Harry Landers, Senior Scientific Consultant. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello, how are you doing?
Great, great. David, do you want to give us a little update, or would you like to jump right in with questions?
Well, let me give a brief update. I apologize, first of all. I don't know what happened with the computer here, but for some reason it's not giving me any video. But anyway, we'll do the best we can to get through what we got. Update on the company. So everyone is aware that we've been working on this Reg A to get it cleared through the SEC so that we can raise about $500,000 for the company, so we can get into clinical phase 1. I think everything seems to be going well. I expect in the next probably couple of weeks we should be able to hopefully get this all cleared, and we're good to go then. I think that the Reg A will give us the cash we need, and we don't need the whole $500,000 all at once. We can get started with the first $100,000 that we raise, and then just keep going from there. So it's very exciting. I think I'm excited about getting into phase 1. I know Harry's excited about it, and it's a matter of making it all come together and getting the show on the road. So that being said, I think everybody by now has probably received their dividend shares, so that should be squared away. Let's see what else. I think that dividend shares are out. There's some concern that I've seen from some shareholders about whether raising a capital will be dilutive and how that will impact the stock in the open market. I think most of our shareholders have been pretty loyal. We don't really see any true selling. So if we're moving forward with the clinical studies, which that's our whole point in doing this, we shouldn't see too much in the way of a bunch of dumping of stock in the open market. Now, that's my personal opinion. I guess that I am going to open it up to questions right now, since we've had this snafu on my end with the computer. So, Anna, do you have the questions for us?
Yes, we have some questions from Greg wanting to know when you anticipate completing the financing and for what amount of capital.
Okay, so our goal is really to raise $500,000. I think we can do that within the next 3 months. I think that once we get through getting this thing into phase 1, and we get it cleared, I think you'll see an accretive event taking place based on us clearing a phase 1 clinical trial. And it should make it a lot easier to raise capital going into phase 2. So I'm very excited about that.
Fantastic. And when do you anticipate the clinical trials commencing?
Harry, I think, didn't we say that we believe that's going to happen in the first 3 months of 2025?
Yeah. I mean, we can, once the funds are in, we can initiate the clinical trial. Sign the contract with the CRO, and they'll have the first patient in within 3 months. That's right.
Yep.
And have there been any positive developments since the last conference call?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that we're seeing that we're making a lot of progress on getting this Reg A through the SEC. It's not done yet. But we're at a point now where we need clearance from one state that we've applied to that will allow us to distribute the shares in that state. and the SEC should hopefully clear us subsequent to that event.
And after the financing is complete, an additional 10 million shares will hit the float. So are you confident buying interest will come into the stock at the time?
Yeah, I think the things that I see are actionable. I think that the fact that the company starts phase 1 is huge. That shows progress. It shows from the company going from a preclinical company to a clinical phase company. And I think that to this point, with the dividend, for example, it was just distributed to shareholders. I don't think that we've seen that much selling of the dividend shares. So my guess is, if everybody understands that we're raising capital to move the company forward, it's not just we're raising capital for Dave's next vacation. This is actually something that the company can point to and say we're actually growing up, we're becoming a real full-fledged clinical phase company.
Fantastic. Well, do you have any closing remarks? We are out of time because of that little snafu, but I'm sure we'll have you on in the near future. What do you have to say for our viewers today, Harry or David?
Well, I apologize for the snafu on the computer end of things. Don't know what happened, but I'll have to figure that out. And I'm excited about where we're at. I appreciate everybody's loyal support. And if any of our shareholders are interested in participating in the Reg A, get a hold of me. You can send me a text, an email, and we will see what the situation is as we get close to getting this thing cleared. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Anna.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you soon.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.